And in breaking news coming in as far as the Natwar bomb is concerned, remember you saw that interview first here at Headlines Today last evening. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has broken his silence now on the explosive interview with Headlines Today's Karan Thapar. His reaction comes less than an hour after Sonia Gandhi herself reacted. He said that there are certain conversations which happen in private. However, he categorically states that no file was sent to the Congress president ever. He says, I want to make that categorically clear. Remember, Natwar Singh has endorsed the claim of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's media advisor Sanjay Baru that important government files were taken to Sonia Gandhi by Pulok Chatterjee, who was in the Prime Minister's office, saying that any question of protest also over this happening did not arise, as she was the foremost leader. We have Javed Ansari joining us on the phone line for more on this. Javed, along expected lines, the Prime Minister having to reiterate what he had said even when Sanjay Baru had come out with his book.
Well, indeed it is, and like we said, there's always more than one side to a story. Natwar Singh had one version. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has now come out and said that there were no files. He categorically denies any files or official documents being sent to Mrs. Gandhi for her perusal, as have other ministers. We've been speaking to them throughout the day, and they have an absolutely different take from that of Mr. Natwar Singh.
Javed, he also mentions that there are certain conversations which happen in private. Does that indicate perhaps that this book has certain revelations that the Congress is uncomfortable with having come out in the open?
Well, this book certainly has revelations that were private in nature, that were between individuals, and now that Mr. Natwar Singh is no longer on good terms, he's fallen out with the Gandhi family, with the Congress party, with former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. He's chosen to spill the beans, and that's what led to a lot of heartburn within the Congress party. There are a lot of people, former associates of Natwar Singh, who have a very sour taste in the mouth, and they believe, and they've been saying things in private which don't reflect very well on Mr. Natwar Singh. But like we said, Mr. Natwar Singh has an opinion and they have an opinion.
Javed, what really is the political sentiment that you're picking up to this revelation that Natwar Singh says that Sonia Gandhi behaved like a super prime minister?
Well, it depends on where you stand. If you ask congressmen, they deny it. If you ask the BJP, they say this is our we told you so moment. They say we've been saying this from day one, that she didn't choose to be prime minister, because she chose not to take up prime ministership because she wanted to exercise power. She wanted to control government from outside. If you ask Congress loyalists, they have an absolutely different take on the story.
Right, Javed, the very fact that Natwar Singh has said that government files were sent to the Congress chief Sonia Gandhi, he's also used that point to really explain certain personality traits of the Congress president. Is that not?
Well, indeed he has. Natwar Singh is a very gifted writer. This is not his first book, and many would believe probably not his last. So he has a facility with words, an ability to turn phrase to his advantage. But that having been said, like in the program last night, Mr. Shekhar Gupta made it, he made that point. And do you also try and visualize what he's saying? Carrying government files is not a very easy thing, because I have seen, how files are brought to ministers in huge leather suitcases. So unless somebody, Mr. Natwar Singh saw somebody carrying these huge leather suitcases, it denies a bit of credibility.
All right, Executive Editor Javed Ansari, thank you very much for getting us that perspective there. Remember, #Natwar Bomb has been trending ever since that interview was aired last evening on Headlines Today.